What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, recently after the murder of FBG Duck, there's been a lot of conversations about the violence in Chicago, Illinois, specifically the gang violence in Chicago, Illinois, right? And a lot of the individuals providing commentary on Chicago violence are individuals who live outside of the city of Chicago. One of those individuals happens to be Mr. HASSAN Campbell. HASSAN Campbell provides a lot of commentary on a lot of different things happening in hip-hop, things happening in his neighborhood in New York, and a lot of the violence that occurs in inner city communities throughout the United States of America, right? Got a lot of respect for Mr. HASSAN Campbell. You know, he talks about a lot of things and gives a lot of sound advice to a lot of young men who may be misguided throughout the different ghettos of America. Right? But when him and Chicago OG Jojo Capone got into a back and forth, they got into a spat. I'm not going to go into what the spat was really about. But when I'm watching a video by Mr. HASSAN Campbell, I believe from yesterday, he's responding to Jojo Capone, and in his whole like soliloquy of him talking, he says like raising your kids in Chicago streets, in Chicago, when you have money to move, is child abuse. Raising your kids in Chicago is child abuse. You know, when you have money to move, right? And a lot of his subscribers are quoting that comment, like raising your kids in Chicago is child abuse. They're quoting, you know, they like this. That's really like the quote that stuck with them. Like they really saying that's 100. That's real talk. Raising your kids in Chicago is child abuse and neglect. And as a native of Chicago, Illinois, like I was born and raised in Chicago, been in Chicago all my life. The only times I left Chicago was to go on vacation elsewhere, and when I went away to college in Mississippi for 4 years and grad school for 2 years in Arkansas, right? Let me just say this. Like I don't like I understand a lot of things happen in Chicago. I know my city has a lot of problems, but I don't like when people make Chicago seem like it's hell on earth. Like it is the most demonic place you would ever be. It's a place that you would never want to come to, and there is nothing. People make it seem like there is nothing good that comes out of Chicago, Illinois. And I'm here to tell you all that there are way more working class individuals in Chicago than savages walking the street. Like from the commentary that people provide, I understand the rappers in Chicago, you know, well they depict that image because it is a lot of young shorties that are lost and soulless, you know, soulless roaming the streets. But there's way more working class people that are here. Working class people that's trying to provide a way for their families, for their children, for their grandchildren. Fathers trying to make way for their children, trying to lead and instruct their younger cousins and younger siblings in the right direction. A lot of people doing positive stuff here. But you would never know it from the media's, the broadcast media, specifically like television media, the way that Chicago is depicted. Like Chicago got a lot of the problems happening in Chicago is happening in a lot of major cities, and even like lower scale cities across the United States of America. A lot of violence is occurring in New York City, in LA, in Baltimore, Maryland, in Baton Rouge, in New Orleans, Louisiana, in St. Louis, Missouri, so on and so forth, right? But Chicago gets like this image that we just demonic as hell on earth. And I'm gonna tell y'all, give y'all a secret. I'm 27 years old. I went to high school. I went to Chicago public school my whole entire life. Now I went to Magnet School. I went to Morgan Park High School, Southside Chicago, right, far Southside Chicago. The kids that majority of the class that I had, my graduating class, majority of us graduated for sure. A lot of us went to college. Majority of us got our degrees. A lot of us got master's degrees. Some of us are in doctoral programs right now. I'm not in one, but a lot of kids are in doctoral programs. One of my best friends come from Inglewood, 62nd and Bishop, like straight out of Inglewood, working in government and politics in Washington, D.C. Like the girls that were retired from valedictorian are at Ivy League schools from my high school. My high school produced Macy Jemison, the first female black astronaut in space, right? Like I don't like when people make it seem like Chicago is just like it's nothing here but despair, and it's no like yes, there's a lot of violence happening. Let me tell y'all, so I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. A lot of the violence that is occurring is between young men who know each other, who are rival gang members. These individuals are known gang members and known problems in the street. They've been going back and forth in at war. These are a lot of the action and deaths that you are seeing are between neighborhoods who are entrenched in war against each other. Now, I don't like it. It's absolutely wrong, and I don't advocate it. I don't advocate for no black man taking another black man's life, right? But it's not just like, oh my God, a guy just hop out of the car and just killing everybody on the block for no, just out of the blue for no reason, just killing everybody as soon as he hop out the car and all of that. Yes, innocent people have been killed. I will say that, no lie, absolutely. Stray bullets have hit individuals and kids and everything, which is horrible. It's horrendous. Right? But that has also happened in other places in the United States of America as well. I understand why everybody talking about Chicago, because Chicago just seems to be the epicenter, because that is what broadcast media focuses on. Right? But I seen in New York City, the young brother, Junior, got slaughtered. You know what I mean? And a lot of that stuff is happening in a lot of different places. Does it make it right? I'm not excusing the BS that happens in Chicago at all. But I want people to know there are human beings living in Chicago. Human beings that get up and go to work every single day. They're just trying to make a living. I had a lot of fun. Yes, it was some wild stuff that happened in the city. Wild stuff that I was exposed to and saw. That happens, but it happens across a lot of ghettos in America. But I want other people to know that we had a lot of fun in Chicago, Illinois. A whole lot of fun. Chicago is a beautiful city. One of the most beautiful cities in the world with a whole lot to offer. A whole lot that you could, like the first lady of the first lady. You know what I mean? The president's wife, Michelle Obama, came from Chicago, Illinois, straight from Chicago, South Side to be specific. Right? Like, come on, like it's a lot of great things that have come out of the city of Chicago. It's a lot that Chicago has given to the world. So I don't like when to see it depicted as like this just hell that you will never want to visit. And I've seen people in the comments like, I can go and visit New York and LA and Atlanta, but I can live without ever having to visit Chicago. Brother, can you? I understand that. You never even been here. It's a beautiful city. When people come here and they see what the city has to offer, they fall in love with it outside of the cold weather. But it's a lot of working class people here who, I had like all the museums, the fun that I had, the Field Museum, the Art Institute of Chicago, the Museum of Science and Industry, all of these different ones, the Shed Aquarium, all of these wonderful places that are here. Like, you know, we there's a lot of kids throughout the city. What's my other school, man? Urban Prep, 99% college acceptance, all boys school full of young black men going to college, doing something good and positive with their lives. Like, man, like I think people get so lost in the sauce of all the drill rap and the murders that they see between gang members, you know, that they think like, oh my God, it's just demonic. There's just a whole bunch of like demons running around. Like, no. Yeah, you got some soulless shorties that get entrenched in war that's going at it with each other. But y'all, like, people making it seem like it's just random individuals just hopping out the car, spraying up everybody they see. Hop out the car and they see you walking down the street, they hop out and people think that if you walk down Chicago street, somebody just gonna hop out the car and just come out and just shoot you and shoot your dog and shoot everybody that you with just for no reason. And that's not the case in the city. It's just not. Like, a lot of this stuff that's happening are between young men that know each other, that are at war with each other. And it's terrible because, you know, we are not our enemy. We are not our enemy. We are far from the enemy. It's a lot of the enemy to a lot of black folks. You know what I mean? A lot of like, you know, a lot of people that are, you know, that have done hate crimes to black people, that have done a lot of vicious and vile things to our people. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's, you know, enemy type stuff. You know, people that are committing hate crimes and horrible and showing bigotry to black individuals. That's the enemy. But, you know, the things that are happening in Chicago is not like, it's not like you can come and visit and somebody just gonna come out and just shoot and kill you. Like, people are making it seem like it's hell on earth, and it breaks my heart because I know what type of city this is. This is a wonderful city full of beautiful people that like that have a story to tell. Like, I went to school with kids, man. I'm not lying to y'all, man. Like, a girl I went to school with is like filming, like doing all type of filming and filming movies and getting nominated for all type of awards. Another couple I went to school with was on Shark Tank, Curl Mix. They got an empire together. Married couple, been together since they was in high school, right? I got people that went to school, like girl that went to school with me, making all type of the granola bar flavors, all of her stuff you can find, all of her flavors that she's created. It's, I think one of the flavors of the granola bars is chewy. The chewy granola bars is Llama Rama. My homegirl Kathy from Morgan Park High School, right? All of these, like one of my boys a poet. They went to school in Manhattanville College or something like that. My boy Stephen Willis. You can find his work on YouTube. Brilliant brother with a story to tell. Excellent vernacular, like paint vivid imagery. Like it's so many dope people that I went to school with, man, that are like doing great, amazing things with their lives. It's like, man, like, and I'm be so proud of them. But it's like people only see the like, oh my God, the violence, and they think that's all it is to Chicago. They think that's all that's here. Like I watched Derek Pooh Rose, D Rose, come from Inglewood. And I'm saying the heart of Inglewood, and make some of himself and give back like to the communities all the time. Chicago is we are human here. We are human beings. I'm not a demon. My mama not a demon. My cousin's not a demon. My daddy not no demon. We are all working people who are out here trying to provide for our families and enjoy lives and enjoy the fruit of our labor. And when people tell people I don't know why them people don't move. They need to move. Do y'all know how y'all make it sound so easy? Y'all think these people got money to get up and move to Idaho and Iowa and Nebraska and all that? What world do y'all live in? People out here trying to make it and trying to make ends meet, trying to feed their family, and there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of parents out here raising their kids with great morals and ethics. I went to school with them. I was in neighborhoods when I went to elementary school with them, right? Like I was in elementary school in the heart of in Chicago, Turnbull Language Academy, 93rd and Princeton, right by 95th and the Dan Ryan. Right? We was learning languages. I was speaking Russian from kindergarten to third grade, right? Fourth grade to 8th grade, I was learning French. You know what I mean? Like right in the hood. Y'all know Princeton Park, them housing projects over there in Princeton Park. You know, all them townhouses, but you know, like it just kills me, man. Like people making it seem like it ain't nothing but vile, crooked people here, like just horrible people. My cousins went to school and got degrees. They straight out the Robert Taylor projects. My auntie them out of 5100 project building, 5135, right? My mama was in 5041 growing up. My grandma and them, my great grandma and them, all of them 5041. You know what I mean? And went on to do great things in life. Went to do excellent things in life. Like, and it's just like my mama was taking us to the museums, taking us out of town, taking us even talking about in the city. All this rich culture that we got here. People talking about Chicago like it's just like they would just care less about it, and like they could give a damn about it, like it's just the most horrible place. But yet and still Chicago has provided so much to the culture of hip hop, so much to the culture of like just urban culture, from the slang and everything. But people talk about Chicago like it's just the scum of the earth. Like it's, you know, it's SHIT on the bottom of your shoe. You know, and I don't like that, because, you know, like it's so much more to Chicago than the violence that y'all just seeing. I understand why the people Chicago news gets broadcasted everywhere. WGN is everywhere, and I didn't even know that until I went to school and I saw that. Damn, Mississippi got WGN airing down here. Like, what? I didn't even know that. Like Boosie, I heard Lil Boosie say he was watching Michael Jordan games on WGN because Baton Rouge got WGN down there. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they see our news cycle and they just, oh my God, it's just killing. I'm just here to tell y'all, Chicago was way worse in the 90s. Way worse. The murders were, when Ben Wilson got killed, he was like almost a 900 murder that year. And it's not even light. It's way cut down now. The difference is you see a lot of the young kids out of here that are in gang activity, you know, running around wild. You know what I mean? And it's up to me and other young men who have great knowledge and have received great tutelage to instill those same morals and values and ethics into the other young boys who may not have a stable household, you know, may not have a functional household with, you know, with two parents or whatever, like, or don't have a positive role model. It's up to us to change that in these young men and to put them on a straight and narrow path, right? But Like it's a lot of it ain't just a whole bunch of soulless people here. It's people here that are beautiful people. Like for it's people out here that would get a shirt off their back for folks. I know that because I came from family like that. I have friends who have family like that. You know what I mean? That treated they kids friends like that was their kids. They get kids rides home from school when they see their kids like, look, man, they can't have this boy on the bus late at night like this. I know people like that here. You know what I'm saying? So when people make it seem like it's just all demons running around, like, bro, that's not reality, bro. And I know a lot of the same stuff happening in Chicago, happening in New York, is happening in New York City, LA, all them other places. But yet and still people make it seem like, oh my God, I never come to Chicago. You know, and that mindset, I'm not going to even lie to y'all. A lot of the homies that I had in school, my fraternity brothers, because I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, right? So a lot of my fraternity brothers was hesitant to come to Chicago because of what they saw in the news and what, you know, they heard other people say about it and so on and so forth. And you know what? Again, it's a lot of wild stuff that has occurred here, that happens here, right? But that ain't on, like, it's like every neighborhood and you're just gonna walk down the street and somebody gonna come up and shoot you. And people, for real, some of my line brothers or my frat brothers really thought that until they came out here and was like, damn, this is a beautiful city. Like, I was like, I really wish I would have came in sooner, man. Went to the beach, went to the Taste of Chicago, went to, you know, Lollapalooza Festival, all that stuff that happens here, right? I took them to Harold's Chicken, right? I took them all these, they saw explore Chicago, they explored Chicago culture. You know, went to Grand Lux, went to, the Sears Tower, even though they call it the Willis Tower. Now, we don't call it the Willis Tower. We know it is the Sears Tower here in Chicago. Went to the Sky Deck and all of that and saw how beautiful the city is. And was like, damn, man, like, it's really a lot to offer. It's really some beautiful, cool people here. Like, I promise y'all, man, I went to school with some dope, talented individuals, man. And I don't never want people to just think, like, don't ever let nobody tell you, like, Chicago just, oh, we just brain dead young shorties here. Kids going to, I'm telling y'all, like we all, like me and my homies got multiple degrees. I'm 27, young shorties younger than me, getting multiple degrees. And right that was right under me. You know what I mean? Like I know other, like Whitney Young High School, all them kids at Gwendolyn Brooks, all these schools that these kids are performing well and going to go do the damn thing. Like for real, like bro. People make it seem like Chicago just ain't nothing here and ain't nothing here for us to learn and all that. Bro, I was writing in cursive in 3rd grade. I learned how to type without looking down at the keyboard in 4th grade, brothers. Like, you know, I was well prepared when I went to college. Well prepared. And I'm not saying every school in Chicago is like that, but I'm saying though, like, people make it seem like we just all idiotic, brainless, brain dead people running around here acting a damn fool and don't have no guidance. Yeah, it's a lot of shorties here with no guidance, but that ain't the whole city. Like, there's way more people with sense. Way more people living regular, normal lives than the savages that y'all think is roaming around. Like this, like The Walking Dead, or this, like, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto or whatever. But, like, you know, I just want people that don't, like, a lot of the people that are speaking on Chicago, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or trying to say you can't talk about it. You can talk about it for sure. But I'm saying when people say, always child abuse to grow your kids here, to let your kids live, to raise kids here. A lot of y'all never even been to the city. Never even been here. Never ever been to the Blood Billiken Parade. Never even been to downtown. Never even been to 87th Street. Never even been to none of these different areas, Chatham and all that. Like, you know, and have no clue that there are regular, everyday, hardworking people here. Hardworking people here. They just trying to make a living, and it's people here that love their black folks. That love their black folks. Black mamas in here protecting the babies in the hood. Black daddies and granddaddies out here protecting these babies. Keeping them safe. Making all these different programs for them to have something to do so they won't run into the streets and won't run to the wrong crowd, man. Like, it's a lot more of that than just vile brutes running around like this Halo or whatever, Call of Duty. Like, you know, but you would never know that because all you see the rappers talking about what they doing, because they really is out here living their life. A lot of the rappers in Chicago, a lot of the drill rappers are gang affiliated. It's no secret. You know what I mean? So they talking about that, but like, you know, like, again, a lot of the violence here that occurs. I'm not saying innocent people don't get hit or get shot. It's horrible. But a lot of the violence that is occurring is between individuals who are gang members or active gang members who are entrenched in wars. Does not make it right. I don't advocate for it. I don't want to see no black man killing no black man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for nobody killing nobody. Period. I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, unless you just somebody trying to encroach on your family and commit atrocities to your family, then for sure in self-defense, brother, do what you gotta do. But I'm not for none of that killing and all that. I'm not for that. You know what I mean? But it's not like you walk down Chicago street, somebody gonna hop out and kill you on sight and just for no reason and just la 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 la, just come out and kill. Like, you know, it's people talking about it like it's just so many just dummies and brain dead people walking through these streets, and it's like it's a lot more people with common sense who are doing the right thing than just savages walking through it, man. Like, it's just people here that are loving people, that love, you know what I mean, that love their people, that love their community, that love the young shorties, man. So many y'all know how many people was telling me to keep up what I was doing when I was in high school to keep me stay on that path. It was gang members telling me to stay on that path. You know what I mean? Saw that I was a cool dude in school doing my thing, you know? That wasn't in the streets. Never was in the streets. Never tried to. Never scores a gun in my life. Right? And been here all my life except when I went to college. And a lot of my homies just like that, man. We were just all kids. They was either playing sports, going to school, trying to do something productive, something that we could do to elevate the status of our families, to get our families in better financial positions. But our mamas and daddies was working hard, busting their ass, you know, raising us the right way. And a lot of even the savages y'all talking about was raised the right way. A lot, it's not all of them, but there are some that were raised the right way. Even had two-parent households, they just choose to want to jump in the streets and be followers. You know what I mean? Now, that's a lot of them that came from broken homes, didn't have no proper male guidance or whatever, but it's some of them that did and just chose to wanted to be followers and jump out to ignorant stuff. Nonetheless, I'm rambling off, but I just want people to know Chicago is like, it's much more than the gang, like just a whole bunch of just wild out young dudes running around just shooting each other like Grand Theft Auto. Like, man, you know, and I know y'all saw the story about folks looting and so on and so forth and all of that, and that was going on in a whole lot of damn cities. I want y'all to know that. Whole lot of cities, right? But it's way more working class people here. People that give a damn about their families, their friends. I'm sorry I'm stuttering and stuff, but yeah, man, when people say stuff like to make it seem like it's just hell here and like it's just a scum of the earth, that's exactly how those arrogant bourgeois, rich white elites view the south side of Chicago. They talking down on it like it's the scum of the earth. Talk about us like we ain't shit. Like we can't, like we ain't gonna never be shit and we ain't got nothing here and we just horrible, vile people that just leave them alone and leave them where they be. Right? But my homies, the kids I went to school with, a lot of kids that I was on the buses with, on CTA buses with, going to school with, I see a lot of them going to college. We changing the mode and changing the narrative so that my daughters and her friends, you know what I mean, and my future son will have a way different lifestyle, will have a whole different mindset. But a lot of the young shorties I went to school with is on positive stuff. Got businesses they started. Young black brothers in Chicago got businesses, clothing lines, started doing all type of great things, man. I promise y'all, man. I'm forgetting all the stuff that the kids that I grew up with and went to school with are doing. It's so much that all them kids I'm with that I grew up with are doing. A lot of them are coaches in college, are teachers in elementary school, teachers in high schools, teaching these kids and trying to get these babies on the right path. Here in Chicago, Illinois, there are a lot of the kids I went to school with are football coaches and molding these young boys to grow into young men, to be leaders of society, because that's what they did when they went to school and got their degrees. There's way more working class people than savages in Chicago, man. It's way more than Chicago than just shoot 'em up, bang, bang. This ain't like, there's way more than that, man. People here got souls. People here are like got a rich culture, man. And it hurts my heart when people make it seem like, you know, oh my God, this is the worst place you could ever be. Are you serious? Have y'all been down? Have y'all been downtown? Have y'all been on Magnificent Mile? Have y'all been in Millennium Park? Come on, man. Have y'all seen it when it's lit up? Have y'all seen Summertime Shot? Have y'all seen when it's lit up on Christmas? Have y'all been in these areas? Have y'all been in all these different places in Beverly and all these different Hyde Park. Have y'all been in all these different great places and neighborhoods? Y'all, and you never explored it because you think in Chicago is just demonic city. Demonic city. Yes, a lot of young shorties out here that's walking around with they don't know God. It's a lot of them that don't. But it's a lot of us that do. A whole lot of us, way more of us that do. A lot of people, it's a lot of families here are praying families. A lot of young boys and young kids here praying kids. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them come from praying. A lot of people are praying families, praying individuals. You know, that know God and trying to do the right things and doing the right things. But, you know, the negative connotations that come with the city, like people speaking on it and they really haven't even been here, don't care to come here. They just care to shit on the city all the time when they talk. Chicago and this and that. And then they come to Chicago, oh my God, it's so nice here. Like, yeah, like, you know, I heard my man Jacob Lattimore, he's filming the shot, said, I get a crib in the shot. He said he'd get a crib in the shot. He said the shot is dope, Chicago is dope. Angela Yee said the same thing. You know, but man, it really breaks my heart. People act like this is just the scum of the earth here. And it's like, these people here it's some beautiful people here, man. Beautiful people here who, beautiful people here who are funny, hilarious, and talented. Look at my man Corporate. Y'all watch my man Corporate videos on YouTube, man. Just a genuine soul who is just a funny dude and talk about all the funny stories that happens in Chicago that contains some wild stuff, but also some funny, crazy, and just like hysterical stuff, man. Like, man, all of the footwork and culture in Chicago, man, the house music that came out the city, man. Like, all that, man, the blues music and all that, like, come on, man, so dope. So much dope culture here. From the slang, the lingo, to the dress and the way we dress and the way we talk, and I'm like, man, you really gotta come here and really see it for yourself. You know, and you can stay downtown and stay, you know, and people are like, oh my God, I'm not going downtown. That's what happened with, listen, a lot of the stuff that happens in Chicago between these different communities. I'm not disrespecting these young brothers at all, because their families know it. It's a lot of gang activity, man. Majority of people you come to Chicago, nobody finna do nothing to you. Nobody finna do nothing to you, man. You know? But you gotta check it out, man. I don't like the way people make it seem like it's just hell here. Because it's the same way them rich white elites turn their nose up on the south side and look at us like we ain't shit here. They was doing that to Derrick Rose when he was in Chicago, playing. A lot of them rich elite reporters couldn't stand it. A young boy from the city, from Inglewood, came and made millions without having to go to get 50 degrees and go to Ivy League schools. He was talented at something. He honed his craft and made it. And he's fresh out of the south side of Chicago, man. But like, city gets too much of a bad rap, man. Way more working class, beautiful people, hard-working, God-fearing people here than just demonic savages that y'all see, that y'all think is just roaming here. Machiavelli Mills TV, I talked enough. Peace.